swap. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the USC Trojans, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Gators have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Trojans offense will get first crack at it here. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Lawson. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. And the Wildcat is turned to disaster. A big loss as the defense was all over it. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Leaves it with the back. Hard running there. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the...
check in game 1, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. So Florida's offense will get the ball for the first time. And Jesse, if there is an old war horse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
That's a great point, and there is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football.
Breaks into the open. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
Sends it back in motion. Going to take a shot on second and short. Defense was right there, but they couldn't stop him from making the catch, and he's got it to the 30. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Clark. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk, and this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
He might want another play. Lee takes to the air. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
To the air on second down. Trying to find the end zone. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Florida. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. from inside his own 10. Let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The Trojans line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He takes it at the 45. And there he goes. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. The Gators trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to pass. Touchdown, Gator! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. To the air on first down. Unloads to the right. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Backed up now, here's second and long.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Great place to start for this offense. Leaves it with the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. You got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Miller. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Lead a throw. It's complete to the left. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Final play of the quarter coming. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. This quarterback part of their running game. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
And they just keep inching closer to the goal line. You go for it on 4th down, you get it, you're now finding yourself even closer. This is a place where you'd love to be able to just line.
Touchdown,
You always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, though.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
And the Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Guys, let's chat about Florida. They had a fantastic offseason, #1 recruiting class in the country, but with that comes a little pressure. So how much pressure is on this class?
Well, lots of pressure, no question about it, but I think we're in an era of college football where you're seeing more and more true freshmen see the field early and have impacts early and make plays. Think about Jeremiah Smith at Ohio State during their national championship season. These kids are ready to go, and I'll tell you, there's a lot of fans, David, really excited to see what they can do.
Pressure is a privilege. Like, when you get elite talent, that's what you're starting to do. Hey, bring them in, develop them, understand, like, that's part of the process that goes with it, but you've been working for this moment. This is what you've wanted for the last several years, and you're developing towards. Now you get a chance to go prove who you are.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. Across the 25, he's got room. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. The Trojans have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll send the back in motion. Trying to slam in. And they can't punch it in with a 1st down run, and the defense has one stop. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Can they salvage the drive by converting on 3rd and goal? From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, USC! Fitted in the window for the score.
I love finding the big fella down in the red zone, 3rd and goal. You got to make something happen down here. Throw it up high. Let the big fella make you look really good as a quarterback. Love finding those big guys down here in the red zone.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Give to the running back. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
With the catch, it's Miller. Building momentum picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Looking deep. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. It's complete. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And they sniffed that draw out. When draw, you want to sell that pass like you're going to throw the ball down the field, but the defensive line, the defense was not biting it. You could tell they were ready for it. Came, got on the running back, got him on the ground quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the diving catch down the left sideline. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Lawson. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. He wants it all. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It's good. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Clark. They get him down at the 36. It will be a 1st down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man. No chance to run, but still a good gain. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Out of the backfield, he's open. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the 1st down.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Lee takes to the air. Just laid him a little too far across the sidelines. Couldn't make the catch in bounds. It's incomplete. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. That is no good. After the miss, still an 11-point game, guys. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Gainesville. What a fine college football game we've got. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to our men in the swamp.
The Trojans will kick it away to start the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Starting this third quarter on the ground. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Good, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was on me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Gators will try to pick it up on 4th down. Just going to keep it after the snap. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Man, on 4th and 2, I'm looking at my offensive line. I'm like, you got to give me just a little slither. Great job by the offensive line, blocking up just enough to get the first down, running physically downhill. That's all you want on those 4th and 2 situations.
Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Caught near the sticks. It's Miller. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Motion from the wide receiver. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Oh, he makes a catch. Open space at the 25. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Caught behind the line. It's Clark.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. He's got him. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. And the Gators didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kick. Touchdown! Gator made the grab and took it on in for the score. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
And you see this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Gonna let it fly. It's caught. Off and running. He's at the 10. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Great job by the defense that time, blowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they forced that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
Wants to fire on second down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
The offense right now is moving in the wrong direction. They weren't able to get a touchdown on that first down play. Now giving up a negative play on second down. You better be very careful about this third down play call.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Got some room to run.
And that is elite third down defense. First of all, you get him in third and long, and then you look to the go-to guy, Jesse. I am committing my resources to him because I know he's a freak, and I know you as a quarterback, you're trying to find that dude.
Yeah, and it's hard. Third in California to convert that. Doesn't matter how good your receiver is. And this dude's obviously one of the best in the country. But the defense, they were all over it. They were ready for it, and they get the big pick.
Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Lee to throw. Gets it out fast. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to set up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
Finds his big tight end. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. A run for the quarterback. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. To the air on first down. Puts it out on the screen. They knock him down behind the line, and the defense finishing this third quarter in style. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. So the final period starts with a second down play. Trying play action. Got a man. It's Gibbs. Knocked down for the tackle.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but
going for it all. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. So they'll decline the penalty. Pleased with the results of that last play. They'll give it to the back. Turning it on. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. The Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Lee takes to the air. Makes the catch. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
a little bit surprising, not going to lie. You've got a big lead like this late in the game, and you're still throwing for it and being aggressive. But, hey, man, it's working. And if it's working, keep...
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! And the stomping has commenced.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Oregon is ahead early right now, but years past they've had Michael James or Joey Harrington. They don't have that guy this year, and that's why this is tight. They're up by 5 over Baylor. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll go to the ground. He's stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far. And the Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Lawson. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. They'll go with a quick touch pass. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Trojans in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Lawson. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Just keep slinging it. Got it in the middle. It's Matthews. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. First down, 10 yards to go. They're testing the right side here. Fighting off the defender. There he goes. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Across the 25. There he goes down the right side. Touchdown, Gator! And the punishment has been extended.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they want. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game one, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for some running room, but not... he found as he stopped at the 18. Wants to throw on first down. Gets rid of it. Zings it complete to the right. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Trojans come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The give to the back. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Facing a third down, he's short from the 26. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. And the Trojans come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw on third down. Grab near the marker. It's Lawson. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down for this offense. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Matthews. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed fourth down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
He'll try it again. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Gators come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.